Welcome to episode 81 of the Pulse of Physiology. I'm your host, Dr. Jim Davis, and today we're exploring the remarkable journey from fertilization through pregnancy. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how sperm meets egg, how the fertilized egg becomes a blastocyst, how implantation occurs, and how the body sustains a pregnancy. So let's get started. Fertilization typically occurs in the uterine tube within 24 hours of ovulation. Sperm must undergo capacitation in the female reproductive tract to become capable of fertilizing the oocyte. Once sperm reach the egg, the acrosomal reaction allows them to penetrate the zona pellucida. Fusion of membranes allows one sperm to enter, and this triggers the cortical reaction, which normally blocks polyspermy, which would be when multiple sperm make it to the nucleus of the egg cell. This allows the oocyte to complete meiosis II, and the nuclei of the sperm and egg merge, which forms a zygote. Now the zygote begins dividing via cleavage as it travels down the uterine tube. Around day 3 or 4, it forms a morula, which is a solid ball of cells. By day 5, it's a blastocyst, which consists of a trophoblast, which is the outer layer, and ultimately becomes the placenta. And then there's the inner cell mass, which becomes the embryo. The blastocyst enters the uterus and prepares for implantation. Now, implantation begins around days 6 to 7 after fertilization. The trophoblast invades the endometrium and differentiates into something called the cytotrophoblast, as well as the syncytiotrophoblast, and this is what secretes HCG, or human chorionic gonadotropin. HCG maintains the corpus luteum, which continues to secrete estrogen and progesterone. This keeps the endometrium intact and halts the menstrual cycle. Over time, the placenta forms and takes over hormone production. Estrogen and progesterone levels continue to remain high to support the pregnancy. The placenta also secretes other hormones to help adapt the maternal body. So to recap, HCG is secreted by the trophoblast, which help maintain the corpus luteum. Progesterone is released, which maintains uterine lining and prevents uterine contractions. Estrogen continues to stimulate growth of the uterus as well as mammary glands. And so, key takeaways. Fertilization occurs in the uterine tube and results in a zygote. The zygote becomes a blastocyst, which implants the uterus. HCG maintains the corpus luteum until the placenta can take over hormonal production, and pregnancy hormones support the uterine environment and fetal development. So that's all for episode 81 of Pulse of Physiology. In episode 82, we'll continue the journey by discussing parturition and lactation. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.